Welcome, weebs, gamers, and nerds alike. Game of the Year is a controversial topic, as seen with last year's winner BG3 and all the Spider-Man 2 fans. So today, we're going to talk about games that should have won Game of the Year since 2000. We're basing it off the Spike TV Awards as well as the recent Game Awards, as the main man Jeff Keighley hosted both. Be sure to subscribe for more geek content, let us know in the comments what you think of Game of the Year, and let's get right into the video.
Starting off our list at number 10, I'm going to have to go with an absolute banger back from 2004 with Halo 2. The winner this year was GTA San Andreas, but I just feel like Halo 2 is almost like... It's just the pinnacle Halo experience. That's when multiplayer was really introduced. That's when we had absolute Master Chief craze going on after the success of Combat Evolved. It was just such a polished experience. I still have the Halo 2 electric guitar theme in my constant rotation on Spotify. It's just such a nostalgic piece and such a beautifully crafted game that still holds up to this day, especially with the addition of it being remastered and re-beautified, if you will, with updated graphics in the Master Chief Collection. Just beautiful game.
Next, we have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 by Obsidian in 2004, which lost out to GTA San Andreas. Now go ahead and flame me in the comments, but I don't think any GTA game should win Game of the Year in any year, let alone this one. There were a lot of amazing titles that came out this year, like the revolutionary Half-Life 2, Doom 3, Fable, and Halo 2. But the best game out of all of them is KOTOR 2. It expanded on the original KOTOR from BioWare in almost every way. Each planet had a bit more depth to it, the characters were all unique and interesting, the dialogue improved, including the use of influence, gain, and loss, and new classes that can be unlocked with new powers. Now yes, this game had its issues and needs the restored content mod to make it complete, but especially at this time, it was one of the best and most influential games in the RPG genre and deserved the award over GTA.
All right, next up on the list from 2008, I went with Fallout 3. Now, obviously this year, Grand Theft Auto 4 won, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna echo exactly what Zach already said about Grand Theft Auto winning Game of the Years. Sorry. No, there were better choices that year. And Fallout 3, while personally I have a little bit more of a favoritism bias towards Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3 was that first shift into the first-person open world aspect of Fallout, with Bethesda taking the helm. It's such a great game that still holds up today, maybe with a little bit of graphic mod iteration here and there. It makes it a little bit more palatable from the gray wasteland, but it's still a great game that, hey, I'm playing it over on Twitch, guys. Come check it out. But that's what I chose at this spot in our list.
Next is one of the biggest question marks in Game of the Year history when Overwatch in 2016 won Game of the Year, which somehow beat out Dark Souls 3. I understand that Overwatch was huge in the esports community and has had a huge impact in media, but Dark Souls 3 was without a doubt the best game that year. It was the culmination of all of FromSoft's work to that point, and it really showed with beautiful arenas, an outstanding soundtrack, and of course the best boss roster in all of FromSoft's work. Dark Souls 3 wasn't as big back then as it is now, but it deserves its praise and without a doubt should have won Game of the Year over something like Overwatch.
Taking up the next spot on our list from 2009 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Yes, I know. Uncharted 2 won, according to Spike TV this year, but there is nothing that screams pinnacle Call of Duty experience, from the unforgettable maps and multiplayer to the absolutely breathtaking beginning and insane end of the campaign in Modern Warfare 2. To this day, it's held as one of the absolute best Call of Duty experiences, both with veteran gamers and even new gamers alike that revisit the series. It's just an absolute banger of a COD, and one of the last times I enjoyed COD personally, so that's why it's taking up this spot on our list.
Next, we got 2010, which basically comes down to your preference on which Western RPG you prefer. The winner that year was Red Dead Redemption, but in my opinion, it should have gone to Mass Effect 2 without a doubt. Mass Effect 2 is arguably one of the best games and stories ever written, with fun third-person shooter combat, cool powers, great DLC, and some of the best characters ever put to screen. From Garrus, Liara, Tali, Thane, pretty much every character left an impact, except you, Jacob. You really get to know your squad as you put it together, and the interactions between all of the races feel real and believable. It also took player choice to the next level with so many choices that can have huge impacts in the game and in Mass Effect 3. Red Dead Redemption is a great game with a good DLC and Undead Nightmare, but at the end of the day, it doesn't hold a candle to Mass Effect 2, one of the greatest RPGs of all time.
All right, coming up next from 2017, we have Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Now, Breath of the Wild is a masterpiece. We do not have to disagree on that fact at all. It absolutely is a gem. But personally, Middle-earth: Shadow of War does so many innovative and unique things in the industry, from the Nemesis system to honestly kind of reviving the IP of Lord of the Rings in a sense when it comes to gaming, as in recent years, we haven't had much in the world of Lord of the Rings experiences except for, say, maybe Return to Moria. So just the combat, the Nemesis system, the beautiful landscapes of the game, the amazing voice acting. I'm looking at you, Matt Mercer. Those orcs are crazy, man. But yeah, it's just such a great game that I still go back to and I absolutely love. So that's why it landed here in our list.
This will probably be the most controversial of my choices, but I don't know if Breath of the Wild should have won in 2017 over Persona 5. I will admit Breath of the Wild was a great game and it was revolutionary with some of its designs. But when it comes to overall packages, I think Persona 5 has it beat. Persona 5 is one of the best stories I've ever played in gaming, with some very good social commentary and an outstanding turn-based combat system. It's considered one of the best JRPGs for a reason. There was a good balance between the life sim and dungeon crawling that never left you bored. The characters are all very well written and thought out, not to mention voice acted. And don't even get me started on the soundtrack. I listen to it every day almost still. As an all-around game, I think Persona 5 was better than Breath of the Wild and should have gotten the Game of the Year nod as a result.
And last for me on our list, from 2018, we have Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2. And need I say any more than, you said you knew Spanish. But no, for seriously, guys, I know this year God of War won, and God of War is a great game, but Red Dead Redemption 2, what a beautiful game. What a beautifully written story. What an amazing fleshed out world with a world that feels lived in by the way that the NPCs interact with you and each other in the world. It's just such an easy escape for gamers and even gamer dads with the Western setting that we don't see done all that often, and if done at all, successfully in the world of gaming. So shout out to Rockstar. Please don't mess up the sequel, guys. Please.
Last, but definitely not least in this list, we have 2013, where GTA 5 won, but I think Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag should have gotten the nod. Like I stated earlier, I don't think any GTA game deserves a Game of the Year win, and while GTA 5 was a good game and has had an everlasting impact on the industry as a whole, without the multiplayer component, the game was okay at best. Whereas AC4 is not only the best Assassin's Creed game, but the best pirate game to date, with a great MC in Edward Kenway who really takes up the spotlight and feels like a true pirate. The game takes you on a great adventure. The ability to board ships, customize your own, raise a crew, and of course, the sea shanties. This game is a pirate lover's dream. The story was well done and the gameplay was the best the series had really seen up to that point. So without a doubt, AC4 should have won Game of the Year in 2013.
There are so many amazing games that it was very, very hard for us to formulate this list. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think are some games that deserve to win Game of the Year. Anyway, that's going to do it for us here today at the Variant Geek channel. Till next time, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.